so it's a little windy. I'm stealing this idea, ducking behind my truck from Mr. Guns and Gear. I know it's rocket science, right? So today I'm going to be reviewing the Primary Arms 1-8 ACSS Reticle Rifle Scope. It's the second focal plane version. There's already a lot of videos on YouTube on it going over the specs and features, but what I want to find out is how tough the scope is. So today we're doing a little bit of a torture test. We're going to bang it around a little and maybe throw it on a 300 Win Mag, see how it holds up to the recoil. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm going to do a control group at 100 yards. It's going to be a 5-shot group. All I did was sight in the scope. So let's just see where it's at, and then we'll let the abusing commence. It does look like maybe a smidge over an inch. I'm going to bring a ruler with me, but these are 1-inch squares, and that spread goes from there. So that's our control. Now I'm going to do some testing. I'm going to bang it around a little. I do have the 300 Win Mag still. I'm going to put that on. I have a Night Force base on that with a recoil lug. So essentially all the recoil will be going to this scope. Nothing else will flex. So that should be a good test. We'll see what happens. I wanted to make sure that I did some real world testing with this. It's a budget optic, obviously. So I'm not going to do some insane things that you've seen on YouTube. You know, one of my theories is if I'm getting thrown out of a helicopter with no parachute, chances are that I'm not going to live. So at that point, it doesn't really matter if my optic lives through that. So I'm going to do a couple things to kind of just replicate real world problems. So a lot of people lean their rifles up against their tires. They're out at the range, they're out in the desert. It seems to be a pretty obvious spot to lean your rifle against, soft rubber and whatnot. But let's see what happens when it falls. This rifle's been unloaded, it's clear, it's safety checked. I'm obviously not going to drop it with ammo in it. So let's see what happens. Pretty good to fall. Let's do it on the other side now. Alright. What if it fell? Pretty good, pretty good. And then if it fell this way. Oof. Painful, painful, real painful. Alright, muzzle's clear. Just a little bit dirty. I'm just going to take it right here. I'm about hip level with myself. I'm just going to drop the rifle. I'm about 6'1". I got long legs. So let's just drop it real quick. Alright, right on a rock. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, now I'm going to drop it on this side. Alright, we got the flip cap broke off. That's okay. I'm not a huge fan of those anyways. Alright, so those are some pretty good drops. They're realistic drops. Let's see how our zero holds.
Alright, so as you guys are going to see, I don't actually shoot a 5-shot group right here. I only get a 4-shot group. I obviously was not counting, but it's still going to be a good representation, as you guys are going to see coming up next.
I think it's just that. Had 4 in there. Number 5 right there. But nonetheless, the point of impact did shift a little up. And I wouldn't necessarily say to the right, because I think this guy was a flyer. I think this is where point of impact was initially before. We just kind of went up. I'm actually still pretty impressed. That's not bad. That's definitely still, in my eyes, duty worthy. So let's throw it on a 300 Win Mag now, and throw it back on the rifle, see what happens. So it's just going to be a recoil test, no accuracy involved. Just going to see how the scope holds up, and I'm going to throw it back on the AR-15 and see where our zero's at. Alright, so I'm going to mount this back on my AR-15, the same T mark. I run it usually as far back as I can before hitting my backup sight. And we'll see where our zeros hit. So this is where we're at. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely way up from where we started, but this is actually a great scope, guys. This thing is probably still the best scope for the money. I am not sponsored by Primary Arms. I bought this with my own money, from a different website. But I love Primary Arms. Actually, just a couple of days ago, the Gen 3 1-6 came out. Everyone's stoked about that. But guys, these are great scopes for the money. For me, that's only a couple inches off, guys. You're still in the fight at that point. If SHTF were to happen, the zombies came, if you guys are dropping your rifle, banging it around, stuff is happening, I still have faith in the scope that it will get the job done. My other camera died. I'm using my iPhone. But that does wrap up this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. This is a new channel, Country Mash. We'll be uploading some more videos in the future. I will be doing more reviews. I will be doing some pretty fun videos as well. Comment below some feedback, what you did like, what you didn't like. And yeah, see you next time, guys. This video is long overdue. I've been trying to make this video for at least over 3 weeks now, but the weather has not been letting me have it. So today it's finally calmed down, it's warmed up, but it's still windy and it makes it really hard to record. I have tried and tried and tried to do this video, and by golly, I'm going to do it today.